Hello and good morning. Today is another day, we thank God. And as you can see from the title, today is the World Environmental Day in Kenya. So as we speak, about 40% of the world's land is degraded. And this affects so many people around the world. We are told that about 3.2 billion people globally have been affected because of desertification. So this day actually helps us to remember the importance of doing activities that will help us to restore our land and in the process enhance resilience to drought. If you have been watching my videos, I am actually in the countryside, in the eastern part of our beautiful country, Kenya, on the slopes of the hills of Kilimambogo. And the climate has actually really changed. For the past 2 years, actually, we cannot say exactly how the weather is like, except for the period when we had the El Nino rains. It has generally been very hot. And so even as we try to do gardening, it is not easy because we are not able to determine how the weather patterns are. Ideally, we should be having the short rains, which should have started in September, and farmers have actually prepared the land. But this is not so. Even a month later, there are actually no signs of rain. Recently, we just had a lot of wind, heavy wind that caused some destruction. But eventually, we just had a little showers. So that makes us worried. 10th of October has actually been a public holiday. It previously was called Moi Day and later on changed to Utamaduni Day, meaning a cultural day, where different communities just showcased the different cultures. But now, since it was ascended into law after our president signed it, the statute law, now it is called the Environmental Day. In Kiswahili, it is the Mazingira Day. So it has a very clear theme about our land, our future. We are generation restoration. So this actually helps Kenyans to put their small environments into check, doing activities that can promote the environment from degradation, just protecting our land. And as you can see from this video, I have actually planted trees. At the moment, I'm not able to plant any more because I'm preparing for planting of fruit trees generally, because I have grevillea and different types of the pine family, and they have done relatively well. Even our pawpaw fruits have done well. We've planted oranges, we've also planted lemons, pomegranate, and avocado and mango, but we want to plant more pawpaws. So generally, around where I stay, we are trying to put up what we can so that we can conserve the environment. But let's now just focus on today's video and see what we have. We planted beans, but they are at different stages. Some have sprouted, others are still outside. You can see that we need to just even cover them because we have now to water. Can you imagine watering beans? That's quite a lot of work. But anyway, we thought the rains would be here, so we did dry planting. But look at that. Not easy. We're not sure whether we will make it because we just have to get food from the farm. But we are still hopeful. But it's really dry. Can you see that? Very dry. And not only the beans, we have put other vegetables like cowpeas, which are doing slightly better than the beans, I think because we planted them earlier. And you can see they are growing Soon we'll have some leaves, but watering them is a major problem. So there's a lot of shade. You may not be seeing well, but this is how the farm looks. So we put some bulb onions, and these have taken some time with no rain. Watering them is also a big challenge. Let's check and see if we have any bulbs on them, because by now we should be having bulb onions. But look at that. It is so small. So it's really not working. Probably we just need to have waited for the rains and then planted them, or done it maybe in bags or sacks or something like that. Not so clear, but this is it. Interestingly, the tomatoes have done a little better. We are picking 2, 3, 4 there. So actually we are not buying any tomatoes. The spring onions here, look what happened. They dried up, and just with the little flash of water that passed the other day, of rain, now we have, at least they can be visible. So this is our multi-story garden, and we might just as well remove it. And so this is the farmer in me. I'd already put some spinach into the seed bed and preparing to transplant. Immediately the rains came. I actually removed some and put into these containers, and you can see they are doing very well because we have mixed the soil with manure, organic manure from goat. So it's going to do well, relatively well, but I'd hoped to put it directly into the farm. And then these are bell pepper. We call them here pili hoho. They are also ready for transplanting. And now because we don't have rains again, here we are. I had some few pawpaws here, which I transplanted. And we had mixed them also with the bell pepper. And this now we really have to plan for them, because directly into the land, as you had seen, may not be a solution. Watering them is going to be a challenge. But we have our money plant. It's doing very well. You know, superstition says that when this does well, then there's money in your pocket. Well, let's wait and see. Maybe it is coming. It's on the way. But this has done very well. I've put it just in the shade, but has done extremely well. I once kept chicken, the improved variety, and it was quite difficult keeping them. So I decided to keep this indigenous chicken. And as you can see, when it is dry like this, it's also difficult for them because we just have to buy feeds. So generally they feed on the little grass that is available, but we are hoping that it rains because it's quite dry even for them. Can you see how they have done their wings? That's a mechanism for them to release some heat because it's extremely hot out here. Yeah, let's try the indigenous chicken and see how it goes. But even without rain, it's a challenge for them as well. So we come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for always coming back and watching our videos to this end. And even as we celebrate our Mazingira Day as Kenyans, let's see what we can so that we can improve our land, and then we can be able to enjoy when we have a lot of fruits, we have vegetables, we have generally a lot of food. Prices will definitely go down. I really appreciate. See you on the next one.